Hey everybody, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good night. This is WagWorksGA. I am Jeff, or Wags, or WagWorks, or any of those things along those lines. Anyway, hey, how you doing? I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining us tonight. And by us, I mean me. But I am actually one half of a creative team with my wife Ashley. That's where the G and A come from in our channel name. And we do kids comics together. So oftentimes what you'll see here is exactly that. Whether it's like, we did like a middle grade anthology project. We've got some more of those type of things coming along. We do some younger oriented stuff with educational content. Alexei, hey, welcome on in. Good to see you tonight. How's it going? This morning for you. How are you? Just bringing up my chat monitor over here. It was a bit of a sprint to get streams set up tonight. It didn't start out that way, but then it became that way. It's good. Yeah, I started out thinking I was all ahead of the game, getting stuff out. Oh, you went to a city gathering, or a family gathering in another city? That's pretty cool. Jeff is top priority. Oh my goodness, I am so flattered. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Well, hopefully I can help you wind down and relax a little bit. Stream manager is the thing that I'm looking for. There we go. Yes. Okay. 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 We're here. We're functional. It's good. It's good. Anything for our grandpa that looks suspiciously long. Honestly, also I said lung instead of young, but honestly, if that is what people know me as I continue to get older, I will take it eventually. Not that I'm ready to be a grandpa yet, but I'll take the suspiciously young part. That's nice. Yeah, so this is last week was 2 years. 2 years since I started streaming on Twitch. So I'm slowly working on some overhauls to the stream, adding some stuff. It's gonna be a bit of a process. We're in a little bit of a busy season of life, but I'm gonna work through it. And yeah, so I also, this is like my second stream as affiliate, so that's new and pretty exciting stuff. Yeah. So yes, last Thursday was my exact 2 years. It was July 3rd of 23 that I did my first stream. I had no idea what to expect, but it's been great so far. Send me flowers, but they might die in transport. Appreciate it, but that's the thought. It's the thought. You can always there's flower emotes, right? We can go with those. I need to make emotes. I need to make emotes. It's good times. Yeah. Ew, it's old. What's old? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I don't know anything. Hey Frank, how's it going? Hope you're having a good night. Or rather, how are you doing? I could just ask instead of saying how I hope you feel. Frankie is... Oh no! What has happened? Follows. Nothing happened. They're an evil couple. Well, I guess that is a compromised position, honestly. And she made you shave. Man, I don't know, Frank. First, new socks. Now shaving? What? Isn't that kind of the point of Dead by Daylight? You're... Frank, you may not always speak the truth, but your writing chops are excellent, I gotta say. Jaw dropped. Yeah, so hey, here we are. I'm still playing with the ad settings. I'm still figuring all of that out, so please bear with me. I'm like the idea of being able to run ads and monetize, but I also don't want to be obnoxious about it all to you. So we're figuring it out, giving it a shot. I do not think he's ugly. Noted. For the record, Fallen does not believe and has not believed that Frankie is ugly. It's official. It's recorded now. Imagine having had hashtag first subscriber. Yeah, and I need to make it worth your while with some emotes. Push it to the max so you can throw 2 cents at me like crazy. I mean, I could, but yeah, that's not really what I'm in it for. You know, it's nice to be able to get something for the time investment, but I'm not here to max out the money. I haven't 100% sold out, just a little bit. Max it since you're a sub anyway. It's like, go ahead, turn on the ad death ray. Apparently, Fallen was saying she just gets cereal ads during stream, which I'm like, I guess that's my brand. I'm a cereal kind of stream, guys. That is where I'm at. What was that? What does that even mean? I don't know. I'm the kind of face that sells cereal. That's what that means. You get chicken ads on my stream. This is great. It was beautiful. You thought of me the other day because you passed by a retirement home. Wow. Wow. Chicken cereal. Well, I mean, I do enjoy a good chicken and waffles. That is a good breakfast of champions, I hear. Yeah, hold on one second. I just wanted to tell Ash something real quick. Man, I can't believe I will be able to say that I was here when chicken cereal started. With gravy milk? Okay. Yes. Go on. Frank. You two are banned. So yeah, guys, what's up tonight? Listen. Yeah, I'm just actually kind of taking a moment to regroup. It was a sprint getting to bed, or getting the kids to bed and getting here. Frankie successfully added the command banned. Caribou coffee, yes. What did you get? Fair, fair. Frankie's almost fully prepared for this. I've missed a couple, so I'm going back. All right. What's that?
She got the mint one from Caribou. Remember, like their Andes mint?
The Ho Ho Mocha Mint. Yeah. Yeah.
It's been like 10 years and I still remember.
Oh, the mint condition. Yes. That was the one that was not the seasonal one. Yes. The mint condition. With coconut milk. That sounds amazing. Fun fact. All right. You'd like to think you have the charm for business because you were spreading bald. Wait, what? And you convince people to shave their head? Okay, there's a story behind this. Oh, so okay, that makes sense. I can believe it. Ho Ho Mint Mocha, same as mint condition, but with white chocolate and candy cane crumble. That's your Roman Empire. Oh yeah, the Andes. Oh, I love the Andes chunks. Like, it's for anyone who hasn't had Caribou Coffee is mint condition. I think the last time that Ashley and I had it was like 10 years ago because there aren't really any nearby us, and we're still talking about it. You have Andes. Maybe that's where I'm failing. I should get more Andes mints. They're so good. The stream not officially sponsored by Caribou Coffee, but maybe if we keep talking about it, somehow they'll figure it out and they'll come and sponsor. That'll be great. I will wear a Caribou t-shirt. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll sell out totally that way. It'll be good. Yeah, do they... How many... Like, I don't know if they even have that much more outside. They had it in DC for a while, but then they changed it. Like, a lot of that outside of Minnesota changed into Pete's. And yeah, I don't think I saw another Caribou until we were driving through Minnesota again. Wait, do you assume that the Caribou Coffee is just an American thing, or shaving your head? No, I'm just kidding. Wait, there's a Caribou Coffee in your city, Alexei? That's incredible. Yeah, I don't know why they changed it. It was so good. I loved Caribou Coffee. Not that pizza's bad. So there was a morning coffee crew in my office that used to go. We'd meet up and head over and grab coffee together and bring it back to the office every morning. And Caribou was the destination for that, and later Pete's. So it's still very good, but. Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do a lot of super prep for tonight in terms of art. I've got a few things started, a few things I can work on, but I didn't really make that decision yet. I didn't even have time to grab the Pokemon cards, honestly. It's, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, guys, so this week, and tonight, which is part of this week, Games Done Quick is going on. That is one thing that's been awesome this week. It's a Summer Games Done Quick, the speed running charity marathon happening right here on Twitch, twitch.tv/Games Done Quick. And yeah, it's always like one of my favorite times of year, the 2 weeks that they're running their mainline marathons, and they run other marathons throughout the year, so I enjoy those a lot as well. But yeah. Oh, and I have an update on the donation piece too. Give me a second. I'm bringing it up. Hold up. Too far. Okay. All right, so bring this on in. There's at least one Caribou in Wisconsin. Wait, where in Wisconsin is it? We're heading there soon. By the way, Fallen, Games Done Quick, happening in Minneapolis right now. Just a moment. Yeah, so there's a good chunk in Wisconsin. That's exciting. I need to seek them out while we're up there. Yeah, so update on the donation piece that I did. We finally got it. We got the approval. We got it sent. Unfortunately, we hit right before the 4th of July holiday weekend for getting the actual item printed. We went through MPIX, and so it didn't actually get printed until later this week, but it shipped out. It got to them Tuesday. Unfortunately, that was just past the deadline, or past the run. The run of the Link's Awakening DX happened Monday night, so I missed the prize segment, but it's there. You can see it on their website right there as one of the prizes. Yay, woohoo! So if anybody donated a minimum of $10 during that run, or that block of runs, they were entered to win it. So someone's going to get it, and that's pretty exciting. 17 caribous in Wisconsin? Okay, I definitely need to look this up. So I got there. That's what matters. You know, I'd hope to be able to see it on stream because that's always like such a rush, but I'm just happy I did the piece. I got it there, and it got there before the end of the marathon. Yeah, so speaking of, I'm going to go ahead and... Hey, Frank. Welcome back. You got your coffee? You're in the... Wait, the what now? You're in the living room waiting to get toilet paper. Gonna go ahead and shout out Games Done Quick just because coffee is barely brewing. Because the marathon's going on right now. I think they're doing Super Metroid at the moment. They've got 2 days left in the marathon, all day tomorrow, all day Saturday. They'll end in the wee hours of Saturday night. They've already raised almost $1 million directly for Doctors Without Borders. I hope the toilet paper store hurries. And that's the other way to go. Frank actually made a command for it, and I totally forgot about it. Sorry, Frank, and thank you, Frank. But yeah, it's ongoing. You can see the embedded stream over on gamesdonequick.com. You can also donate there, see the prizes, see the schedule, all that good stuff. She did. We talked about Caribou. It was very entertaining. Like we're all just like confirming to Frank that everything is good. Yeah. And I did want to talk about, before I get started on anything, the next couple of weeks of streams are going to be a little different because we're going to be making a road trip. So I will be attempting to stream at my usual schedule. It may be a little more challenging. I will probably be camera off, probably be microphone off as well for both of those. But I will try to stream at the usual time. They may also end up being a little bit short depending. So that'll be Thursday the 17th and Thursday the 24th. But then I expect that I will be back to my usual time and schedule on the 31st. Just an FYI for everybody. So let's see, we talked about GDQ, talked about stream schedule. Also, I wanted to mention, I think everybody who watches the stream has done it. If you backed our the anthology book, the Kids Comics Unite Let's Go anthology, if you backed it and you either are getting a physical copy of the book or you want your name in the acknowledgments, Kickstarter will have sent you a survey. We need you to answer that survey so we know how to put your name and also know where to send your books. Again, I think everybody who backed it here has done that. But just getting it out there because we're getting ready to close that off soon, getting ready to send things to the printer. So especially for acknowledgments, we need that information now. Wait, who's so dedicated to the community? Me? I like you guys. You're awesome. Why wouldn't I be? Why wouldn't I be? You guys are great. Okay, so let's like do some art or something. That sounds fun. Yeah. So I don't have my usual like pre-warm-up canvas open because I didn't grab cards for the warm-up. So we're just gonna kind of hop in. I actually am working on something a little bit different right now. Hold up. Pew! What if you cried? Well, I never want to cause tears, but you know, it's a good. I like this community. You guys have made me feel welcome here on Twitch and given me this cool, comfortable place to come hang out on my Thursday nights, and I'm very thankful for it, and I appreciate you. But anyway, enough of that. Enough of all that. Okay, where is ad manager? Just trying to see if I can check on what's going on with my ads. Okay. Okay, that's all fine for now. Huh. 2 Caribou coffees in Denver. Very nice. Okay, so yeah, so I'm working on emotes. Get ready. Ah! Sorry. I can't resist it sometimes. It's good. It's all good. So yeah, I just starting with some emotes, just having some fun. And there's this guy. There's this guy. All right. He looks so joyful. What's not to be joyful about? So what I am gonna do, I don't need to make a folder for this actually. What am I doing? So I will duplicate these guys. Because right now I have lines and colors on separate layers. I was debating if I wanted to add any shading. Maybe I should figure that out, huh? And they're so tiny, it feels like shading is kind of silly. So maybe I will not. Okay. Hold up. I'm doing things over here. That's why it's getting funky. All right, I'm gonna rasterize you, and I'm gonna merge you with the layer below. There we go. And now we have a flat image layer. Cool. He looks like he saw the cutest kitty ever. Maybe he did. That would be a spectacular use for this emote. So I could do just one still, but I also wanted to animate it. So to that end, I need to add a timeline. I'm going to make him spin, because that's fun. We'll put the center of rotation right here between his beady little eyes. Good deal. Perfect. There. Yeah. So what, like 2 seconds maybe? Is 30 FPS too much for an emote? I have no idea. Frank, what do you usually do for a frame rate for your animated emotes? I need to warm up. Whose stream is this anyway, man? I was not planning on warming up tonight just because I got started late and did not prep. I do have, I guess if my excuse was that I didn't have Pokemon cards that I grabbed, I do have the random Pokemon generator. Which I can use to generate one Pokemon. All right. I hear. If we want to do a warm up, we can do a warm up. So, let us do that. Hold on. Where's my? There you are. Random Pokemon. No. Nope, it does not. There we go. All right. Right. Well, I know the frame size. The max you can go is 4096 by 4096, but it also needs to be less than a meg. And the smallest you can do is like 112. This is like a 224. So I figured give it a little room to downscale it to make it look a bit smoother by looking at double the resolution, but still keep it pretty small. Oh, so that's nice. Yeah, you have to kind of do that stuff manually with Clip, but I can get there. All right. But I do hear the outcry for a warm up. And yeah, let's go for it. Frank, I'm assuming this is in part because you would like to warm up, which is fine. Let me just grab a blank canvas. It's like 4 frames. Oh, wow. So maybe I don't need to do as much as I think I need to do. Good to know. Good to know. All right. So we got this. We've got a random Pokemon generator. My question is, if we're using this tool, do we want to do just one Pokemon and that's what we all draw? Or do we want to grab like 3? By the way, this is my stream. Mm-hmm. 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 All right. Let's see. Pick one for you. All right. We're going to do all regions, all types. We're going to skip legendaries. Let's do base Pokemon. All right. Yes. Do you... Wait, what? Buy a bottle of Coke and lightly salted peanuts. And put the peanuts in the Coke? The what now? Intake. I mean, is it... I'm generally open to the ideas of food combinations. I'm trying to decide if that could be generally... if that could work, or if that would be generally awful. I'm not sure. Well, I'm curious if they would supercavitate the carbonated soda, like dropping the Mentos into a Diet Coke would do, just with flavor. I mean, the nut itself isn't soluble, so wouldn't you be largely just getting the salt? He's going to make me try it. All right, Fallen, I will request your unfiltered opinion once you've tried it. All right, we're just gonna do, let's do 3, and we can. It's just like the start of a Pokemon game, right? So we can, you know, pick our starters. Bam, there we go. You eat peanuts. Oh no. Frank, don't make her do it, man. Don't make her do it. Jeff, it's so delicious. I can't believe you made me say that. All right, so our choices for warm-up Pokemon tonight, Monsieur Frank, are Honedge, Seedot, and Timber. Those are your options. Rather just salt the soda. Is it like the random peanut dust that is there? They soak up. So in your... it's like the weirdest boba tea I've ever heard of. You take Timber? All right. I'll take Honedge. Which is going to be a little challenging, But C dot seems like it's a little too easy, so I'm gonna just give it a shot. All right, let me grab a reference here. We'll go ahead and say see you later to our random Pokemon generator page. See you later. There we go. I swear I know what I'm doing. The wood is his bed. That could work. That could work. I think there's lots of ways you could go with it. So, all right. Boop, boop, boo. Reference. Sketch. Just labeling my layers in here. Don't mind me. What is that accent? I don't even know. I don't even know, you guys. All right, so I've got 5 minutes up. Yeah, we feeling ready? Okay. In that case, let's go ahead. 5 minutes starts now. All right. Boom. What's interesting to me is so the reference doesn't actually show Honedge, the actual blade, but in the sprite art, it's actually got the sheath off and has the blade out. Oh, thanks for that, Frank. So I might drop that in as well because I'd like to work with that potential. That's tiny. That's very, very tiny. Nope. Yep. Reference 2. Cool. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So, yep, let's use pencil. Hey. So right now I'm just working on getting kind of the basic shape going. Which part of me is like, well, it looks like a sword, but it doesn't have to be, so it could actually bend, and that would sort of make sense. But then part of me feels like that would be really weird to see. So probably don't. Caribou Coffee hasn't. Well, for their grounds and stuff and beans, right? I'm assuming you can't just like order the actual drinks, because I would definitely do that. Actually, I think this needs to be a little bit longer handle. Blah 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 blah. There we go. So we have this here. So what I actually want to do is have it kind of this sash part come around and like wrap around like it's covering its eye. And maybe it the hand part here is like So it's like that. Then it comes out here. Maybe it comes out all the way and like rests on the ground. With like the hilt laying, or the scabbard laying somewhere around here. Then I do need to adjust the sizing a little bit. Can I get a caribou figurine? They should. Why don't they have that? I would totally love a caribou figurine. This guy and the Master Sword are gonna have wild naps together. Oh no. Although we do appreciate a good Zelda reference here on stream. Always. Alright, so this has like the, oh boy. Why do I always pick the detailed stuff? It's just what I do. Like, oh, that looks fun. I'm sure it won't be pain. Something like that, and then there's like the... Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, that's right. So this is just an empty ring. Yes, I know timer. That's 5 minutes. It would never be pain. What do you mean? Yeah, this could have gotten, I could have gotten farther with this. It's all good. So there is just that little like, so this comes up. And I just want to get the base sketch in at least here. Okay. Something like that. Okay. Would I ever add a hydrate channel points redeem? Yes. Yes, I would definitely do that. That is very much something I've been thinking about. I just haven't gotten in and really done much with the channel rewards points just yet, but I do intend to do something like that. Yeah, I've got a few thoughts. Do you guys have any suggestions? All right, you know what though, overall I'm okay with this. Like, a sword is a somewhat hard thing to animate, especially if you're trying to keep it as something that's more like metallic, rigid in form. But this isn't bad. This is not bad at all. All right. Gonna save this guy. It's the 10th. It's the 10th. It's the 10th. $20K points for a 20-second doodle. Wow. Yeah, it's true. 20K it's nothing to sneeze at, but if you watch a lot, I mean, I don't stream that much, so that makes channel points a little more challenging to build up, to accrue. Okay, back to this guy. Ah, jump scare. Anyway. Frank, I'm assuming that perhaps you would like to share your warm-up. The song playing right now is Lo-Fi Flowers by Rifty Beats and DJ Cutman. That's another thing I wanted to add, is actually get the song info playing. You knew it? Alright, what was I doing? I was doing a thing. I think I was bringing up Frank chord is what I was doing. Wait, where did you get Miley Stewart? Is that where did that come from? Oh, Fallen, did you give it a second shot and it failed? She thinks I'm gonna throw her off a cliff. Oh, see, I missed out. I did not. I guess I was just a little bit late. Is that? I was a little bit older for Hannah Montana. I only know one or two of the songs. I'm just familiar with the entire catalog, unfortunately. Ah, gotcha. You were 30 years. Hey, now, come on. Hey. Also, I don't think we had Disney Channel in our cable lineup when I was growing up, so, or they added it only like later. I mean, it was definitely a thing when I was growing up. We just didn't. It was like extra, and we didn't get it for a long time, if I remember. If I remember correctly. Wait, no, Cartoon Network was Cartoon Network when I was growing up, and of course Nickelodeon was Nickelodeon. I did see my fair share of Hanna-Barbera cartoons, but that was because I think they just replayed them at the end of the Saturday morning cartoon block. So I saw my share of Bugs Bunny, all that. Saturday Toonami. Wait, was it? Yeah, because Toonami was Saturday. I'm trying to remember. I remember watching like weekday afternoon Toonami, and I remember like when Adult Swim came out. Oh no, I mean I know Toonami. Also, was that Steve Bloom who voiced the Tom Toonami, like the mascot guy? I'm not up with a lot of the recent stuff, but I had a very strong, fairly long anime phase. And I still enjoy it when I get the chance. And manga. So, yes, me also. But my knowledge is a bit outdated. As you can probably guess from my, what have I got here? The art books that I have, manga art books are, I've got my Naruto. I've got my One Piece. And of course I've got my Bleach. Yeah. I watched, that was actually on when I was in college. I only caught little bits of it. I have the vague idea of what the show is about, but not anything specific. Didn't he have like nose hairs that could like do stuff? Jeff watched Bleach Sweet. Shush. Nothing. Yeah. Yeah, well, I remember being excited when Bleach was coming to Adult Swim, like when they first translated and dubbed it and adapted it here. I summoned Judy was here in the manga. The final episode was a cliffhanger? Wait, so they never resolved it? That's horrible. Oh gosh. That's the worst. Was it one of those situations where they thought that they were going to get renewed, but then they didn't? Or was it just intentional? Nope. All right, let's That's incredible. That's incredible. In fact, can we just, I think we can. This is everyone. This is what Frank has shared. Wait, they didn't air. Mary never went on. Was that? I swore that was one that they brought over. Anyway, maybe I am very wrong. It does happen from time to time. They aired like 5 episodes. Got it. Okay, that's why. But yeah, it's Oh, by the way, Frank, did you want me to share your warm up? Because I can do that. I'm gonna get playing with animation here. I may share it. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Very good. Very good. Just a moment. All right. It's got a very old man yelling at the clouds energy to it. You're not allowed to enjoy Total Drama Island. Wait, that's the animation with the different like VTubers, right? Is that right? No, that's something else. I'm thinking of something. That's Clash Island. Something different. He was an angry timber. Yep. Total Drama. That's a card. Yeah. That was one that I never. I was definitely not actively watching Cartoon Network. Yeah, I think I saw commercials for it, maybe with some younger cousins or something. Okay, my bad. That was the black and white cereal, right? The fella on the horse? No. It's all good. Say goodnight, Dash, everybody. I feel like she's disagreeing with you on this one. All right. Yes. Frank, did you have anything you wanted to share about your what you were going for with your warm up, aside from the angry timber comment? Less than a month, and you can glare at him in person. I think that's something that we're all looking forward to, hoping for. I think so. I think it's good. Angry for no reason. Fair. Fair. Alright. I'm gonna hop back in here and see what I can do about this animation. So if I had a timeline, I can go at least down to like 12 FPS. I'll do like, I think I only need it to be like 2 seconds at best. All right, so we got this many frames to work with. I'm gonna enable keyframes on this layer. Drama Rom. I do like that they like the you know, cartoon kid show creators are like, they recognize the drama inherent in all these things. They're like, oh, we can at least poke fun at it. All right, I'm gonna add a keyframe here at frame 1. And I think I'm gonna give it a second of lag. If we're doing 12 frames per second, I can do a keyframe here. And then a keyframe at 13. And then a keyframe at 19. And then a keyframe here at 24. I'll scoot it to 25 so it looks a little more natural. Okay. I just love the absolute warfare going on about which one was so good. That's funny. Revenge of the Island and All Stars. All right. All right. So I think all I need to do see if I try edit here, I just care about rotating it. So not at 7, but here I want to rotate it. Okay. So I think this is where I want it to go 90 degrees. Yeah. And then I'll want it to go up here to 180. Okay. Then up to 270 on here. No. I was gonna have it pause for a second. That's a really slow spin. All right, I could actually do this slower, or do this faster. So I'll give it. Okay. Can actually probably go here and add a keyframe. What are we at, 10? So maybe if I move 10 up to here. Move 13 up to here. This up to here. And this needs to go up to 360 right here. So that's still too slow, I think, honestly. I don't know, what do you guys think? Is this too slow? Yes. Okay. Faster. All right. Yeah. All right. Are you good with the? I like having the pause in between the spins. What do we think about that? Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. You like pause? Okay. Well, let's try that. So basically, I'm just gonna do it. Consecutive frames. Or near consecutive? Wait. Okay, I could probably just do, yeah. Just do consecutive. This next one, it's there. Bring this down a little bit. Can bring this all the way over here. Yep, one more. Then this is the next frame that I need to be on. No, it's slightly off. Hold up. All right, what do you think? Like, I was getting water, and then I didn't get water, and I don't know why I didn't do that, but no, I did. All right, I feel like this is more or less what I had in mind. All right, pause you, save. All right, so now export animation. I might keep it at 12. So it'll be a 2 second animation. Make background transparent. Okay, and that is well under a meg. That's great. So now what happens if I come on over to emotes? I'll make this all right, we're going to test this out. We're going to test this out live because, of course, it's a great idea to do that. Why wouldn't I? What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Oh, wait, it's got to be. Hold up. That's a sub emote for animated. All right. All right. Okay. I'm learning. I'm very slowly learning, but it's all good. Almost done with this comic that I started 5 minutes ago. All right, let's see how this goes. Fallen is psychologically... There's an H missing there. But psychologically torturing you. What? What have you done? Mixing her. It's Fallen ASMR, right? It's all good. This is why Ashley took my coffee stirring spoon away from me for stream, because I was clinking it constantly and being obnoxious. Pending approval. That's why I can't access it yet, of course. No worries. All right, so Frank, if and when they approve this, you will have one emote to show off for your sub. It's a start. You asked if it was bad, and he said no, so it's a lot. Honestly, yeah, that checks out, Frank. Can you attribute yourself for an emote? I'm not sure, but I'm trying. You know, you learn new things all the time. All the time. Yay, we did it. We did it, guys. Look at that. Look at that guy. He's just so excited. He's just spinning. Fallen has that. Kit Kat and applesauce. You know what? I think there's some wisdom to that. I think there might just be. All right. Okay. Well, that's one emote. Seems like that worked pretty well. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah. What do I want to do? Do I want to do more emotes? Did you know that lunch is apparently a farm upstate for apples? I'm wrapping my head around that statement and whether it... Make an angry one. But I'm not angry ever. What do I... Wait, there's coffee in this mug. Wait, I swear I finished all this. But now there's coffee in the mug. Is that weird? That's weird. That's what the apples and the applesauce adds. See, I thought you were answering Frank's comment of I was revealing the secret to immortality. I thought you were saying that Kit Kats and applesauce were the secret to immortality, which I don't know if that even makes sense, but it could work. Well, Frank, he put it in chat, so I thought maybe I don't know. I don't know. That was incredible timing. You know, Kit Kats, if you want to endorse me, I know you're not listening, Kit Kats, but I'm still going to talk to you directly. I would be happy to work out an endorsement deal. I do accept Kit Kats as payment. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Okay. I'll take the animation out. We'll do. I'm gonna open up my emote template. I just left a blank. Blank that guy. She's doing. I mean, it does seem fair game for the most part. If you ask me, I don't know. You can't deny. All right, let's do this. Let's get a Moogle in here. Can make this guy a little bigger. That's pretty good. Okay. Make you a reference layer. Flats. Yeah, and I won't animate this since I might just make this a follower emote. Might just make this a follower emote. All right, so the pom pom is. I mean, let's just pull out our handy dandy reference. Anyway, Ashley informs me when she is looking for the thumbnails, looking to make thumbnails for the videos. Apparently, I don't really sit still ever. Let's saturate this guy a little bit more. Higher value. And maybe bring the hue slightly more orange. There we go. That's what I'm going for. There we go. We'll go with just off-white for... So apparently, to make thumbnails for my YouTube videos, I need to be slightly more still. Or at least pose randomly several times a stream. Yep, I can fill that one. That one is clearly closed off. Should I give it make it doing a thumbs up or something, or are we good? We good with just the smiling Moogle face? Any thoughts on this? It's very clearly very important. Maybe I will add a little bit of shading to this one. Just for fun. Just make it super detailed, because that'll clearly show up. This should be multiply. Better. I mean, maybe he and Lily bonded if you've been out, you know? He's gotta check in on her. Which, by the way, isn't that just amazing progress given the rough start? Didn't you save Lily from him kicking her out early on? If I'm remembering correctly. Hey, what is my ad situation right now? Back to Stream Manager. Oh, you saved Lily from him physically disciplining her. Man, I feel like that's an even better, like, turnaround story, you know? Ooh, Frank, I have a Twitch learning question for you. Yet another one. If I manually run a minute of ads, like, will I get up to, like, take a break? Does that spare people from ads later at all? Or does that just add an extra minute of ad time to my stream? Do you know the answer to this question? I did not look it up. It does delay the next upcoming ads. Okay, cool. Well, I did just chug a cup of coffee. Well, not chug. I did just drink a cup of coffee over the last hour, and do need to actually take a quick break. So I'm gonna do that, and I just need to add. I haven't updated my BRB screen with a new background, which I'm doing now. Hey, there we go. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to be right back. I'm going to run an ad, 1 minute ad, and I should be back fairly shortly after that is done. So let's give it a try. And yeah, I'll be back in a minute or so, and I'll see you then. All right, I am back. Oh, so it doesn't do that immediately when you push that button, is what I'm learning. Is that right? Oh, this is such a learning experience. It's all good. Because I'm seeing now a countdown that it's preparing a 1 minute ad, but it has not done that yet. It'll be about 5.5 minutes till that happens. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep an eye on that and probably forget, but I'm gonna try. Yep, I am baby streamer. Oh, the ad did play. Okay. Maybe that's just the cooldown to the next ad. Okay. Anyway, I will be learning along the way. Yeah. So what do we think? Do we think this Moogle needs a thumbs up? Do we think it's good as is? Erase this. Nope. Okay, that's pretty good there. Also, by the way, thank you for the confirmation. All right, maybe add a little more shadow here on the ear. Yeah. That's what it was missing. Just a little bit right there. And erase here. Excuse me. Okay. All right, there's that. I'm going to put this guy back. Thank you for your help. As Final Fantasy music plays. Kind of perfect. Or not, this isn't Final Fantasy. This is Hyrule Temple. I was getting confused with the Final Fantasy VI boss music for a second. But yeah, no, this is my bad. Okay. I think I like this. I think it's pretty good overall. Yeah. Let's export it as a ping. %, scale ratio looks good. Ba 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 ba. All right, so I'll do that as a standard emote. A follower emote. Do I like Peter Pan? Generically, yes. Is it like, is the original movie one that I would always be like, yeah, I want to watch that right now? No. Does that make sense? The ride is fun, but it always has a ridiculous wait at Magic Kingdom, so we don't do it very much. Fallen is a hater. Shades lost. Waiting for the Fallen version of this story before I comment. To confirm or deny. Okay, you do in fact hate Peter Pan. All right. Fair. Frank told the truth. Yes. Is there anything in particular? And Pinocchio. Yeah, some of those older ones, even if I don't directly remember any parts that maybe didn't age well, sometimes there's just something about them that like I have a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth. I want to see the new Pinocchio, the live action one that they did. I think that went straight to Disney Plus with Tom Hanks. I feel like that would probably be better. I do have an appreciation for these characters and stories as they show up in Kingdom Hearts. As a Kingdom Hearts fan. Like I like getting to go inside like Monstro, and when you have to go fetch Pinocchio in Kingdom Hearts 1. Captain Hook in Once Upon a Time. Oh, Captain Hook, by the way, is in the new Villains show at Hollywood Studios, which we saw. You actually get to vote on who wins. It's like basically a Maleficent, Captain Hook, and who else? The Neverland battle in Kingdom Hearts confirms my hatred for Peter Pan. Fair. Is good night one word or two? Yes. Yes, it is. I feel like contextually it can be done either way and people will get it. I honestly don't any longer know what the... Well, okay. Technically, it probably is two, but I've seen it's used in English so much as one word, I don't think it really matters any longer. I think you can do it however you feel like. Okay, so I will be curious. It says that ads are playing in 25 seconds. So if you get ads in 20 seconds now, let me know, please. / this may be your warning that ads are about to play if they're actually preparing them. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, snap. Maybe that was just the cooldown timer. Maybe it ran the ads anyway? No ads. Okay. So that was just the cooldown timer. Got it. Okay. Learning. You used your Minnesota trip money. Listen, if we could travel to entire other states for $5 total, that would be amazing. I hope you saved money for Caribou, Frank. Okay, I was doing something and then I completely forgot what that was. Cool, cool, cool. All right, I was over here setting up an emote. You will buy him the coffee. Ah, so excited to try caribou meat. Oh no. Oh no. They're gonna be so confused when you walk in, Frank. Oh my goodness. All right, let's try this. Upload it. That will be pending approval, I'm sure. Wait. It is not? It's just there. Hello, give me some of the flank steak, please. He waits outside. But it's got such a nice cabiny atmosphere. How could you make him wait outside? No. All right, can I do that with this? Will this work? You do. Stay here, don't talk to strangers. I mean, it's good advice, honestly. And I mean, if she's bringing you a coffee, then, you know, it's not the worst. Small price to pay. You won't deny him the coffee cup shopping experience. We still have a mug from Caribou, actually. Is this Minnesota Starbucks? Don't you dare. Alright, this is not... Alright, what if it shows up here? Or I might have to wait until... If I do it again? No. You'll get kicked out of here real quick. And not by me either. By the coffee police. Don't get fallen permabanned from Caribou. That would be that would be not good. It's me. I did that one. Okay. So, what's weird is I don't see the pending icon next to the new one that I added, but I also don't see it showing up in my chat yet. So, this one should be available soon to everybody, which it's just WagWorksGA. This is Mog, is what I'm calling it. Yeah. Hey, you've got it. She might make you single if she gets back. Yeah, she might. She might. Okay, it's there. It is indeed there. Gotta refresh. What's the best way to do that? There we go. There's no keyboard attached to this computer. Hey, I see it now. Excellent. Okay, well, that's another one. Which one do we want to do next? Aw. Okay. I know I did art for an Ashley. Second resize that one. Seems pretty good. All right. Okay, that's all pretty good. Oop. Set you to multiply. Ba, 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 ba. Add a little bit of shadow. I'll probably double check with Ashley on this one before I add it, just to make sure she's cool with it. You know, usually good to get, you know, spousal approval when representing them. But I like it. I like it. Then, well, wait, then who is it? That's the question. Yeah. You do the same thing with Loosey Goosey? Changed hair color on Goose so nobody would recognize me. Wait, me? All right, I'll save this and we can check it out later. I'll show it to Ashley and she can give the thumbs up or thumbs down. And that's cool. Yeah, well, hey, who knew making emotes was so much fun? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next. Now we got about 15 minutes till I'm ready to wrap things up. Although we may be heading for an ad break, just FYI, in about 10 seconds. So I'm going to take a second to pause and think about what I want to do next. And maybe come out and talk about it on the other side of ads. Or the pre-roll ads just turn back on. I'm learning. This is my first time doing more manual. Wow, why is that so hard to say? Manual ads management. Are ads rolling right now? Or are we good? Because I'll review it if no ads are rolling at the moment. Yeah, Frank, is it on Instagram? Insta pause. Gram? That's awkward. Where can I find this new comic? All comic reviews will now be on Discord. Okay, gotcha. Give you a minute just to, see if anybody is currently enjoying their ads for applesauce, Kit Kat, chicken cereal, or whatever. Whatever it may be. She said gross. Well, yeah. Yeah, those are not things that should be combined. Not even a little bit. Okay, it's up. All right, let's grab it. I like it. I'm bringing it in right now. Just a moment. Well, I managed to blow that up. Just a second. Just a second. What is happening with this? Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay, sorry, I definitely messed this up for a second, but it's okay. It's okay. I've got it now. I've got it now. I'll cover up chat a little bit, but there we go. All right. A senior moment. An OBS moment, maybe. Duos 2025. So is this new series? Also, nice textured shading. That looks great. Ooh, and is this a new signature? Have I not noticed your signature before? Very nice. You've had that too. So I have just not noticed. Okay. Okay. Well, that's on me, but it looks cool. I like your signature. Good work. Good work. He took my night gaming spot. So this is the first in a series, I'm guessing. Okay, yeah, I like it. This is fun. I think you can do a lot with this. Soon you're gonna have, yeah, it's entirely possible. So what are you at right now, right? You've got obviously Loosey Goosey. Jelly and Beans, is that it? Is that the name? I'm getting that right? I had paused on a moment. Then you got the one, oh wait, is this the one about Loosey Goosey, Blobfather, Jelly Beans, and now Duos? Is Duos, but Duos, is that the girl gamer one that you were talking about before, or is that a different one? And also the dog one, right? I forgot about Blobfather. I mean, I guess this would have been a few months ago. Dog one is still in the works. So if, I mean, Loosey Goosey definitely has more than 5 comics to it, right? So you abandoned Girl Gamer 1 for Duos. Okay, gotcha. Since they're both gamers. That makes sense. Loosey Goose. Okay. It's like 40 Loosey Gooseys. So you've got at least a little bit of time, right? Until you hit 40 series. I think there's like, it's a balance. I think there's an advantage to having multiple series to work on, because then if you feel like you're not quite sure where to go next on one, or you're just kind of feeling burnt out on it, you can jump to a different one. And that's nice. But yeah, you do run the risk of like, it's like when I played on the mud with my friends. Like, I was the guy. I did have a few fully level characters, but also I had like 20 level 5 characters or something like that I started but never came back to. Just no motivation on the just doing the art for them. Yeah, you know, I feel like sometimes it comes and goes, and it's nice to be creatively in a place where you can um, jump in between, you know, switch it up when you feel like you want to work on something different. Oh my goodness. Sorry, we had a kiddo up overnight last night, so I'm maybe a little bit more tired. Thankfully, it wasn't super long, but yeah. But I like this, Frank. This is fun. It's I was gonna say like, oh, it's like a bit more like relationship humor, um, but Loosey Goosey has its own like angle on that with the friendship as well, which you do that really well. Had to move the phone. Gotcha. But yeah, I like this. It's good. It's good. I think. Sure. Yeah. What was the inspiration on it? You got in trouble. Fair. She caught you gaming at 2 a.m. Oh, 2 a.m. her time. Yep, there you go. It is kind of ironic after you're always telling her how she needs to go get rest. Oh, 3 a.m. your time. Okay, gotcha. But you got to the peak. Oh man, that's funny. I will say it's not something now I can really do, um, but there's definitely a time, like especially early on, like in my in my 20s when I start a job. But if there's like you wake up and you just can't go back to sleep, like I had a few nights where I had like middle of the night Smash Melee um, intervals to like help me like calm down and go to sleep, and that was nice. I obviously can't do that anymore. And Fox sent you a message. It was on the 4th. Oh my gosh. Wait. Lily's dog. So you play dog music for Lily at night? That's really sweet. You make sure your dog has the proper soundtrack to get good sleep. That's great. Oh, because the fireworks. Yep, that'll do it. 4th of July, man. I like that there's a real life inspiration to this one, though. That's good. But it's fun, too. I like, it's both of them. I mean, yes, I'm happy to give you an opinion on the shading, but clearly we have also seen that my opinion is not always indicative of what everyone else is going to say they liked. Can I guess what you use? I mean, it's a texture brush, right? Like, I mean, actually, I can see the texture overlaid on even like the walls and the sheets, which looks good. I like that a lot. I mean, okay. I guess what I was thinking is, let me turn this off for a second. The thick paintbrush. So I don't use Procreate. But light stroke. Oh, interesting. That's cool. Because I was thinking it would be something like this. You get these types of texture brushes. At least in Clip, you get them a lot. Actually, you need a bigger one and messing with the density, things like that. Oh, it is CSP. Okay. Sorry, for some reason, why did I get, okay. But the thick paintbrush. All right, let's check this out. Like the gouache? Yeah, I've got brushes. I'm on thick paint. How did you get it that light? I cannot. That's cool. All right. Or the dry. Like I can see the dry gouache brush is definitely has a bit more of the texture. I noticed it in like I said on the walls and the sheets and stuff where there wasn't necessarily a shadow. I saw there was a good texture to it. Maybe it's the dry gouache because I can see the texture in that really clearly, and it's also a little easier to get the light enough pressure without doing too much. Whee! Also, the gouache blender is pretty fun to be able to move the texture about. Do some pretty fun stuff there. Every now and then I like to do this, play with the brushes a little bit. Okay. So I was thinking maybe, I was wondering if it was maybe this dry gouache brush that you were using with the light pressure. Because that can go. Thick oil paint. Oh. Whoa. Yeah, I did not know that it did that. I like how it has the canvas texture to it when you go light. Oh, that's cool. Well, I learned something new today. That's cool. Oh, and I like how when you do that. Oh, this must be how you got. Gotta be super. What do you mean super light? Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. Like, maybe it's just my particular, like, sensitivity, stylus sensitivity that I have set, but it's very hard to not do it light on thick. Okay, yeah, because I was seeing in. Hold up. Like especially even hold on, is that coming through right? Is it zoomed in? Yeah, like you can see kind of just to the left of the speech bubble. I was noticing that texture in your fills, and that looks cool. That's pretty fun. With the fill bucket, it just takes a minute. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's cool. I mean, it's always a balance, right? Between like, what do I want to do stylistically? Do I want to do something that's kind of more complicated, or do I want to be super fast? I mean, honestly though, the balance changes. This is a cool look. It's nice to, you know, I think it's fun to push a little bit on your style and try something a little bit different. If you ask me. I mean, you could also do like a and the pajama bottoms are goose colors. Nice. I like how you got the reference in there. All right, what if I do? So what I was thinking though, you could totally do something like. I'm gonna use the pen. Okay, turn this off for a second. Like this, right? So you've got a flat shape. You set up a layer over the top and you clip it to the layer below. So then you come over to your thick oil brush. I'm gonna pick a different color. But the color underneath could also be white. But you can still color it pretty quickly because it's clipping to what's underneath, which can work out pretty well. Oh, okay, so I guess you can't really see the layers that I'm doing. Hold on, let me go to a different art view here real quick. All right, this is my old background, but it lets you actually see my layers a little bit better. Yeah, so you can see my layer menu there. So yeah, I'll start a fresh layer so you can see it again. This is layer 4 I'm working on. I'm just using the pen, right? So, because it has a nice sharp boundary. And I'm filling in, you know, I'm coloring in a flat shape. You could use a fill bucket for this. It does if you have lines for reference layer. Then I'm creating a new layer over the top of it, and I'm using the clip to layer below setting. And you see it's got that nice bar next to it, which just means that it's going to mask everything based on what's below it. So again, if I change the layer, the color to like, you know, let's do blue, right? And then I come over to this nice textured brush, I can just really quickly work through it, but it's still clipped. So I don't have to be as careful around the edges, which is nice. It's really just this clip to layer below tool. Alternately, you could do it if I go back to just this layer. I could lock the transparent pixels so I can't paint over them like this. And that's going to do the same thing. I could honestly take a much bigger brush and just go like vroom, 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 like that. And it's the same effect, except it just won't let the transparent pixels on that layer change color. Whereas this one, if I turn this on and then I turn off the mask to layer below, it'll show you kind of where I painted outside of it, but it'll mask it if I have that on. But if I do the lock transparent pixels, I just can't edit anything outside of what's already been colored. It's kind of two different ways to do it, but they're pretty handy. And it's nice. It lets you use some of the more textured brushes for coloring without having to be quite so precise around the edges. And there's also clipping. You can also add clipping masks too. There's like a whole other. That's a whole other thing that you can do also if you want to. Oh, nice. Yeah, go for it, man. We don't clip much here, but I appreciate it. I totally thought you were talking about clipping masks. Which, by the way, I could turn this off, right? I could come here and select use a smart select. I could come here and create a layer mask. That is actually the inverse of what I wanted. So what I would do instead is I would invert my selection. And now I would do a layer mask. And it's actually masking everything to that selection. And again, it's the same result where I can just kind of, you know, I'll pick a different color. I'll just come. Yep, I want to make sure. The only thing is that you need to make sure you're not editing the mask. Yeah, I can do stuff like that. And it stays inside there too. But then, and you can actually edit the mask then as well. Like I can erase out and be like, okay, I don't want anything to show up in here. But I can turn the mask off and it looks like that, or I can turn the mask back on, or I can show the mask area. I know, it's kind of cool stuff. We can talk more about this another day because it's honestly, you know, there's a lot to play around with. But also, I just encourage you to play around with it because that's the best way to get a feel for it. Oh. Okay. Let's do this. I'm gonna start. That's gigantic brush. All right. Okay, so we got this, right? Great. So I can select here. And I can now invert it and copy it. Then I can make a new layer underneath, create a layer mask based on the selection. And now that I've done that, I can color anywhere in here. Nope, that's the layer mask. I don't want that. I want to do this. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's where I edited the mask by accident. But I can fix that by just editing the mask again and blocking out these parts. Upload that to TikTok and get famous, easy peasy. Why not? Go for it. But yeah, using the locking transparent pixels, clipping to the layer below, and setting up your unique clipping masks are all really easy ways to make coloring quicker. Yeah, it's pretty great. It's pretty great. But yeah. All right. So it's almost 12:10 and I probably should sleep at some point. Yeah, it was fun. We did some emotes today. Oh, it's not gonna show up in my OBS. Frank knows exactly what's going on. You could just do that, and I'm just gonna. We made that. We did that tonight. That's exciting. Also, I like making them just show up on stream. I don't think the other one is the animated one is approved yet. That might be. I don't know how long it takes. But at any rate, yeah, that's where we're at. Frank has kindly shared our socials. You can find us as WagWorksGA, or on Twitch, on YouTube, or on Instagram. You can also check out our website at wagworksga.com. Also, you'll find us here weekly. Find me here weekly, Thursday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, usually till about midnight Eastern Time here in the States. Obviously, you need to go check out Frank's Instagram, which he has shared there as well. Check out his awesome comics. And yeah, so next week is going to be same time, but probably a little bit different stream. You will probably not see my face, and you may not hear my voice. I might just do a quiet stream since we'll be kind of on travel. Bandwidth is going to be a little bit limited, possibly. I didn't catch if the yay was to not seeing my face or hearing my voice, but that's kind of hilarious if it was. I think I mentioned on YouTube, my video with the most views is actually the one that I did from the hospital with my son, where I had no camera and no sound. It was a silent stream. Yay to all of the above. So apparently there's something to that. Anyway, yeah, next week it'll be a little bit different, but I do plan on at least streaming, so I expect I will see you guys then. If you haven't done the Kickstarter survey and you backed Let's Go, a kids comic anthology, please make sure you do that so we know how your name should be in the acknowledgments. Do that as soon as possible, as well as letting us know where to send your books if you haven't already. Thank you, Frank. And hey, you should go check out Games Done Quick. They're great, and they're running an awesome marathon right now. I am going to try to raid them. I've failed so many times before. Well, so many meaning like twice. But you can find them over at twitch.tv/gamesdonequick, or go to their website as listed there in the chat, gamesdonequick.com. Where you can watch the marathon. You can see the schedule for the next 2 days. It's the last 2 days of the marathon. You can also check out the prizes that are available if you donate. The whole thing is going on to support Doctors Without Borders. They may have just actually surpassed the $1 million mark raised since they started like 12:30 Sunday afternoon. So they're doing awesome. Games Done Quick is a great group, great organization. So yeah, I think we're going to try to raid them. We'll see if they will let me do that. I don't know if they will. For some reason, I have been unable to do it in the past. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see what they're up to right now. Well, they are about to play Halo Reach. They're on a break in between right now. But yeah, so we're gonna try it. So I just want to say thank you to everybody for joining me tonight. Thank you if you're watching the VODs on Twitch or YouTube. I sure appreciate your support that way as well. Feel free to leave a like, a subscribe, a comment, whatever is appropriate, a follow, any of those. And for anyone who is here tonight live with me, thank you so much, Frank. Thank you as always. You're awesome. Much appreciated. Fallen, I hope you had a good time too. Alexei, I hope you're sleeping and getting some rest. Anyway, thank you, everybody. That's going to do it for me tonight. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon next week. Have a great night. Have a great week. Bye. Update. I am not able to raid Games Done Quick at this time, but it's just street raid. The raid browser says we are not able to raid Games Done Quick at this time. So if you want to check them out, and I heavily encourage you to do so, head on over there. Their channel is linked right there in the chat for you. And again, you can also find them at gamesdonequick.com. So anyway, I hope, despite my inability to raid them, that y'all go and check them out and show them some love and support. All right. That's it, guys. Thank you and good night.